It might. I don't know if it will or not. There's only one way to find out. So, don't let me down, honey.
I also own a farm. Here we go. You're now watching the 2024 season of Farming with Duffy Ag. Welcome back to the channel. So we were leaving the farm show and buddy hit me up and said, hey, you want to do lunch? We've been social media friends for years and years and years. We've never actually hung out. Did lunch. He goes, you want to see the farm? It's just up the road. So here's the video of his operation. Pretty diverse and yeah, just down to earth awesome. So appreciate him showing us around. Let's dive into it. We are on a little tour. Where are we?
Delroy, PA.
And who are you?
Kieran Boozer.
And what goes on here? A little bit of farming?
Yeah, a little bit of farming. We raise about 70, 100 pigs twice a year. We have, I don't know, 120 cow-calf pairs. Farm about, I don't know, enough to keep us busy.
Yeah. A couple acres.
Yeah. And so this is just the farm. We have a large square baler. We don't round bale. We have a deal with a guy that he comes in round bales and he takes half and we use half for the bedding. So yeah.
Corn stalk bales or fodder bales?
Fodder bales.
They're fodder bales.
Yes. I'm a corn fodder guy. I'm not
See?
a corn stalk guy.
See, we haven't figured this out in New York yet. Maybe if we get a drier fall.
Oh, they weren't necessarily bare 100% dry. But
no.
Like you do. And you tell this is the tractor that pulls the tank.
Yeah.
She goes for new tires next week. I can't wait for that. It's this is the 4th or 5th generation here. So that's my favorite, probably one of my favorite units.
That's a rig for a manure truck. So hauling sow manure, pig manure out.
Yep, liquid hog manure. Yep. Yeah, we do that, and we have a 5,000 gallon fuel tanker.
Yep.
That we use, and the truck's good for a lot of places right off the road, but you know, anywhere like you got to go up a field lane or something, not ideal. I mean, we've split the frame in it twice already and had to put a new one in it. Not a new one, but patch it anyways. There he comes. And so yeah.
So pigs, custom baling, and crops, row crops.
Yep, row crops. Yep, hay, alfalfa, corn, wheat, soybeans. There's lights up there.
Is that a crawl? It is a crawler.
Yeah, and indeed. MC, that little thing's fun, man. I've played with that many a times.
I'm a big fan of crawlers.
We can get it out and run it if you want. Hey, right. This was bought brand new for the farm. Been here ever since. That 4020 back there was bought brand new. Stayed on the farm ever since. Yep, so this is the tractor that pours the grain cart in the fall, the big baler,
Yep.
and the corn planter. We have a 12-row corn planter. So there's the L330.
Are they all single axle?
No, it's an option. You can
it's an
get,
option?
Yes. Yep, and that's our 1990 green row. I run that mostly. We did put a liquid fertilizer system on it. A lot of work, a lot of time, but well worth it.
Well worth it?
Excuse me, well worth the investment, yes. I mean, we've seen a return, and especially in dry years, you know, that little bit of a bump to get it up. You know, it's just a pop-up fertilizer system.
Because that's not even an option now, is it?
I don't believe this is owned by SurePoint, or not owned, but like this, like the tank and the towers and stuff was all SurePoint. Now it is owned by John Deere.
Yeah.
And we custom built the pedestals and everything to mount them. If we don't take them on, we'll take them off.
Yeah.
Only for soybeans, 7.5 inch soybeans, 7.5 inch wheat. So yeah, there's the bale baron.
So we were having a big conversation because Brad is switching up his hay system. And then you pick this up.
Yeah.
And quite a lot of straw bales.
Yeah. Yep. Quite a few thousand. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, my uncle's in charge, you know, and my cousin, you know, and we all work together. They mostly make all the decisions, you know. We have input, of course, but.
Yep.
Yeah. So now that's an in-furrow tank that runs in the trench here, comes out here.
Yep.
Tail. You know, your fungicides in there, and then we have bolt-on tanks that go in the front of their big stainless 250-gallon tanks.
Yep.
They bolt on the front, and then that's our 2x2 coming out of the back here with nitrogen. Every acre of corn ground in the spring does get hog manure. You know, and
you have enough storage to make it a year? Or?
No.
Okay.
It really just depends on the rotation of the pigs and where we're at in the year. Like we always do, try to empty the pits coming into winter.
Yep.
Because you know our cutoff is December 15th to March 15th.
Oh, you can't spread in the winter.
Spread. Well, you can, but you have to get a permit, and your boundaries almost double for everything. You know, instead of 100 feet from a waterway, it's 200 and that kind of stuff. But that's also, you know, if the ground's really hard and frozen, you know, there's a lot of stuff that goes into it more than just that.
You like that 2x2 on the back?
Yes, yeah. This was the second year that we ran it. Everybody has their opinions. I think it works well just because, you know, when you're putting it on with the sprayer, how much mist are you really losing? Yeah. Unless you're straight streaming it, which, why are you going to straight stream when you're trying to burn down? You're going to want to broadcast and, you know, get a fan out there and kill everything so you can do two things in one pass.
Yep.
So, yeah. Yep.
A lot of Atlantic tractor.
Yes, yep. Yeah. Almost all of our equipment comes from there.
They're sharp.
Uh-huh.
They're sharp, like really, really sharp.
Oh yeah, it might. I don't know if it will or not. There's only one way to find out. So, don't let me down, right?
Crawlers to me are awesome. So when I got the 75 transmission in Iowa, Randy Griffin was a collector of crawlers and he had quite a few, so they're just cool. They're workhorses.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. We try to keep it covered up. Obviously it's not because where the wind blows, but this tractor was a fence row find. And they put a lot
of work into it.
Oh my goodness, yeah. These are not the original fenders. The fenders were trashed. So, yeah.
They're cool. That's farming though.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it's cool to get that kind of stuff out and play. And we have a couple of local shows around here that we take it to, but we don't get to go too far with them. It is a lot of work.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it's a lot of work for fun. I mean, that's kind of the way you got to look at it. First year running a draper header, would never ever go back in a million years.
Really?
Only bad thing is I don't think they flex super well. When you have a kind of wet fall with the, you know, the pressure sensors.
Yep.
You know, you got to make it a little more rigid so it doesn't drag. But then the problem is you're not getting all the double crop beans, you know, because they were so short this year from the drought. I wouldn't call it a drought, but we were pretty much there.
Lack of rain.
Very.
You guys had lack of rain. We had way too much.
Yeah, very large lack of rain. The last windstorm we
lost it.
Chimney pipe, so maybe better.
You do a lot in the house, or?
Mostly everything, honestly. If it's something we think we can handle, we really do try to do it here. I mean, unless you're like pulling an engine out of something or splitting the tractor, we do try to do it here. You know, sometimes we might have the dealer come up and advise us, hey, this is the best way to do it. And then we kind of get it from there. So this is the tractor we're using when we got stuff stuck to pull it out. This is the tractor that's usually hooked to the air drill that was in the shed there.
Yep.
This is the one that we use to pull that. Inside the door.
So cold storage.
Yeah, yeah.
That's slick though.
Yeah. We still do winterize the sprayer though.
Yeah.
Just to be safe, and we don't get super cold weather here, but for the little bit of money you spend to do it, it's really saving you a lot of headaches in the spring when you go for it. And
something's broken.
yeah, you have busted valves, or Lord only knows. Yeah, this unit still needs a bath, but yeah, she's done for the year. You need to bring it up there, and that was good for it. I thought I'd clean her up a little bit.
Just pull the stick off.
This one's 4-wheel drive, dude. We could bring her up. I'll road it up there and get you done.
Yeah, well, we're done now, but
4-wheel drive doesn't always do you good, though. I will tell you. Because with these, it's assist.
yeah.
So a lot of guys have seen the problem of they hook a header to it, which we don't pull our header with our combine at all.
I learned not to do that.
Is if you go to stop fast, it'll pick the back end of the combine up, and then it sends all the flow to the back tires because it senses slip.
Yeah.
So then you have nothing slowing you down in front. As a kid growing up, we had a Ford F600 and a 750.
Moving up in the
As
world.
a kid, like climbing in, and one time we had to get the seat reupholstered, so we were sitting on 5-gallon buckets. Yep. And they're by no means showpieces, but they work good for us.
What are they having for motor?
That has a 500 Cummins in it and 14, and that has a 60 series Detroit in it. Set at like 425 or 450. So they run good. They run, I mean, for us, I mean, are they freaking powerhouses? Absolutely not. But for what we do, I mean, we haul all of our own grain.
So what's your grain go to?
Wangers. Wangers. Our soybeans go to Purdue.
Yep.
The soybean crush plant. We're one of the, not few guys, but I would call a few guys that actually grow 100% Plenish beans that they crush and extract the oil out of for like cooking oil and stuff. So you get $1 premium per bushel on that. Right
okay.
On top, and then if you hold it to the new year, you're supposed to get a couple more cents or something.
Yep.
So, come here, buddy.
He goes making friends.
You're not eating that fat off there, are you, dog?
Yanko.
Yanko.
He's like, huh?
Huh?
Unless the soybeans are dry enough, which most of the time they are, or if they're close, we'll bring them in a bin and put some air on them for a little bit. And you know how it is with the farm, whether it's you can sell it right now, or you want to wait and hold on to it, just like everybody.
So you have enough storage for everything?
No.
Okay.
No, not quite.
So wheat, corn, and soybeans.
Yep. And well, that bin's full of sorghum.
Okay, Milo, you were saying?
That's our dryer bin.
Oh, it's your truck.
That's a small storage bin. We actually grew 50 acres of sunflowers this year. It was our first year doing it, and I'm actually pretty happy with it.
Yeah.
It was actually really neat.
Sunflowers to combine.
Yep. And we sold it to a place in Lancaster County, and they're going to clean it the little bit that they need to and sell it in birdseed.
Birdseed. Okay.
So, yeah, that is cool. The landfill kind of ruins the sunrise, but other than that.
Urban sprawl.
Yep. Yeah.
How many bushel has that been?
30,000.
Dude, I could have bought one on auction time yesterday.
$600, baby. Gotta go get it.
In Iowa. By March.
That's the Power Beyond kit.
7810. Sharp. So this is a store.
Yeah, I don't think it's, what time is it? Just closed at 5.
But it's your store as far as
Yeah, meat that's all processed.
meat processed here.
Yep. Yeah. So. Yeah.
Everything you have goes to the store?
As far as the beef and any pigs that are here that we process throughout the year, when they're big,
Yep.
we'll process a few. We
And they
buy
go
them
through.
from the company that I raised them for.
Yep.
Process them and put them in there. So whatever, tenderloins, sausage.
All the good stuff.
Yeah. Oh yeah, all the good stuff. Yep. You can see the orange in there. Got the heat lamps on for the piglets right now. So they're on for 14 days.
You got a shipment of piglets today?
Yep, 1,125 this morning.
So 2 pig barns. What were you saying? One was built in
95.
95?
This was built 98. So.
And how it works with pigs is you own the facilities, maintain it,
Yep.
but somebody else the company owns the pigs.
Yes.
And they own the grain, and
Yes, the whole 9.
so you're like a landlord at that point working with a tenant.
Yeah, I kind of call it like you're a step parent. You know what I mean? They bring them, they drop them off, and you deal with them, and then you load them up and send them out.
Yep.
So these are just all your controls, you know, ventilation, heat. You know, right now you're not obviously ventilating a lot because it's super cold out, but we do vent 45 seconds out of every 5 minutes just to keep the air fresh in there. Air quality to the pigs is just as important as it is to us.
And that's all automated?
Yes, yep, that's a timer set in there. It's old. It's an older setup, but I was looking to get. I was actually at the show today, talking to guys about getting new setups, and they're.
And pig barns down here are like somewhat. There's quite a few pigs and poultry.
Yeah, chickens are a very big thing.
And feed is dry?
Yes, all feed is dry, except for the smaller piglets that, you know, aren't all necessarily to a great start.
Yep.
And then we will mix a high protein pellet supplement with some milk replacer just to get them kind of a kick start. And then once they get onto that, they're back to normal. So the first 3 feeds I feed the pigs are crumbled. So they take pellets and smash them in half. And it's like a crumble feed.
Because of the sizing of it? That's the reason for it?
Well, that and just the pigs get more out of it.
Okay.
They don't tend to waste as much when they're little. They tend to waste a lot. You know, because they're still trying to figure out the feed thing and how to do it. I mean, when they leave mom, you know, they're going from nice warm milk to water and dry feed. So the transition is, you know, the feed's there at the sow unit. But, of course, they're not going to do that when they can drink from mom.
Yep.
So
at what age do you get them?
They are 17 to 21 days old.
Okay. And they're here for 6 months?
Roughly, yeah.
Roughly
like
6
the
months.
last time around, I placed pigs in this barn in June.
Yeah.
Middle of June, end of June. And they had left, and now I'm refilled with piglets. So.
What's your wait time in between transition from one to
It's
another?
hard to say. Sometimes it's been as short as 4 days, and the next time, like this time was about 2 weeks.
And that's up to the company based on what they have to supply to you.
What the sow units are producing. Like, you know, some of these barns are starting to get older. Other guys dropped out. Kind of stuff. Or, hey, they're dropping out for this rotation so they can remodel their building. They'll be back in it in 6 months.
Yep.
You know, kind of thing. So, yep, that's all the controls and the fans and everything. I mean, everything's manual. Everything's automated, but a manual override.
Yep.
So, you know, if I know a fan's failing, I can jump another one on manually, and then I just set a reminder in my phone, hey, tonight at 8 o'clock, don't forget to turn that off.
Yep.
Whereas the new system, you can do everything from your phone. You can monitor water
Time to
usage.
upgrade, right? It's only money.
Hey, you can't take it with you when you go, buddy.
It's only money.
So yeah, we can take a look. Now they just but now when they will, because we want them to get so much of each ration.
Yeah.
I manually run them. You know, so they get 2 feeders of this feed. You know, then they go the next feed they get 6, next feed they get 8, and then after that it's kind of a.
So these are the ones that showed up today?
Yep, these guys are the ones that showed up today. Yep.
And how much can fit in this barn?
This barn can hold about 4,000 head. You know, they give you a few extra to compensate for mortality, unfortunately.
Part of life.
Yes, yep.
As we all know.
Yep. So these guys when they're small have plenty of space to roam around. They have plenty of space to eat, drink. There's no competition for them like a lot of people tend to think.
Yep.
You know, a lot of people tend to think,
Well,
oh, they're in a bad building. I'm married to these more than I'm married to my wife. I mean, when you have livestock, that's how it is. I mean, I live, eat, and sleep here.
Yep.
I do. I love what I do, but that is part of it. It's these animals depend on you day in and day out, 365.
And the reward is in the effort put in. So.
Yes, yep. I mean, it's incentive based, so the better you do, you know, the better reward you're going to get. Yep. So my mom owns these. I operate them for her, and she pays me as an employee.
Yep.
But I'm pretty much, you know, I make the decisions, you know, and, you know, we sit down. Do you think this is a good decision? Yes, okay, sounds good, let's do it. Or can we wait, you know, can we put this off a little bit? You know.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yanko hasn't seen pigs in quite a while. Appreciate the tour. Stopping in.
Yep, it was my pleasure.
Honestly, before today, we've been social media friends for
A couple
years. And we figured we'd stop in, and Isaiah wanted to see the operation. And Brad's coming back down to buy tires.
We made the deal though.
Yep.
You got to come
Appreciate you
take them
guys.
off.
See you guys on the next one.